Welcome back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the OUYA. I am -0 and I just won the big swoop bike race. There's a lot of action in the last episode, so I think this episode will be a little bit more character driven, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and see how everybody's doing.
Yes, what's on your mind?
What's going on,
Argue
Garth?
some more, is that it?
No.
And I don't want to
I
argue
don't
with
wanna
you.
argue.
And you seem sincere enough, I guess. I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Garth. Oh, what's wrong with your face? So I have to know your life story.
Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
I don't trust anybody, but that must have sucked.
No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
You are pretty fired up about
I know.
this.
And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, he's messed up. Somebody messed him up really bad. Astela,
How can I help?
how's it going?
I would like to know what
Yes.
happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
You mean before we rescued you?
I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you.
Admit it! Admit it!
I admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the
That's
brawl
right.
after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
That's because I'm awesome. I had some help, but don't forget, I get the credit for rescuing you
Well,
too.
I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force.
Yeah, are you saying I
The
can
Force is
control the
enormous.
Force?
Though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... Well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is,
What are you trying to say?
I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
You know,
How can I
th-
help?
Ugh,
Then I
never mind.
suggest we move on.
I feel like the music is still too loud. Some of these guys just speak too softly.
Hey there.
Mission.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about
Really?
yourself.
You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
Well, how did you meet
He's
Zalbar?
my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulkars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Go on.
Anyway, I don't like the Vulkars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
You're lucky you're still
Hey,
alive.
I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Vulkars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Vulkar a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
So, what else?
The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Vulkar was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Vulkars would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
Wow, she can talk a lot. So, how did Zalbar end up here?
Some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
Yeah, me too. So what did you do
What's that
before
supposed to
Zalbar?
mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
Alright, let's get back to it.
I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
I didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Okay. And Zalbar. Zalbar, you're my favorite. Help me with a problem. I don't have any problems. Tell me about yourself. You don't trust me. Okay. Alright, fair enough. That's what I like about you, Zalbar. You don't mess around, you just do your job. Don't cause any drama. Let's see, here's her lightsaber. Yeah, I don't have any crystals or anything like that. And the... Oh, there we go. We got something. Okay. Now that that's over with, let's get out of here. Let's take... We haven't taken Karth out for a while. Oops. There we go. And we better take Bastila as well.
Kin kun no ba muli ra ching kun. Tong hai tun kun ching ni boboji.
Yeah, that's me. I'm famous.
Undi haudonga kuhunga bi. Wana kun mes. Jing palamul tong king ban.
That's the guy that works for Davin, right?
Takom justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ai haudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut.
Alright, good idea. Maybe I'll go meet him. Okay, you know what? Actually, maybe I should set Bastila up. Give her her lightsaber. And oh yeah, I'll give her. Yeah, Brejik had some good stuff. You know how when we were fighting him, it just seemed like we could never hit him. He has this belt and this armband that reduced damage, and I guess that just took most of it away, and he... What is this? What are his gloves? But anyway, he was really hard to hit, so hopefully by putting that on Bastila when she's using her lightsaber, a dexterity +1, I don't think that matters. That won't help any of us. Now let's level her up. Attributes, wisdom, she's a Jedi. Skills, 2 points. What can I... awareness, treat injury. And the powers. Okay, so now we can pick Jedi powers. There's all sorts of good ones. The best one, of course, is up here. It's Cure. Can't do it, have to be level 6. And there's the evil ones, Drain Life, Shock, Lightning. That's a pretty cool one. Wound. You know what? I think we're gonna need Stun Droid pretty soon. Level up again. Skills, same thing. Whoops. And there we go. Powers, no Cure again. Let's see. Nothing. Force push, throw lightsaber. That's always a good one, but I don't think it's very effective. Speed, Force Valor. You know what? Let's take Force Valor. It affects the attributes of everybody by 2 points, and it lasts for 20 seconds, so that's most of a fight, so why not? Level up, skills, awareness, treat injury, feats, force immunity, stun, I like it. Night sense, I'm not sure what that is. Is it here? Jedi sense and night sense. Oh, +4 defense, okay. Immunity to fear and stun. And we could pick toughness for her, but since she's got that double-bladed lightsaber, it's going to be real hard for her to hit anything unless we get rid of some of the penalties. At the first level, 2-weapon fighting, which is the same thing as double-bladed weapons, you have -6 and -10, and then it gets to -6 and -6. If we do it again, it'll go to -4 and -4, and the best one I think is -2, -2. And that doesn't even count the balanced weapons, which a double-bladed weapon would be. And there we are. Now we can hit Cure. We're good to go. Alright, moving right along. Oops. Oh my. Alright. Gotta keep going. To the cantina. There are actually 2 cantinas, so the nearest one is just across the way. So let's try that one. That's where we met Sarna the Sith girl. Oops, excuse me. Move it. And we got the outfit, got the Sith uniform. Is he in here? Oh yeah, there he is.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like
Yeah.
you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for.
Alright, what are you talking
My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
And how do you plan
I've got
to
a
do that?
plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this have a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend. I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking. Anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
And why would I do that?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
And how does that happen?
Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan.
Okay, and how do I
Getting
get
in won't
into
be
the
easy.
base?
The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
Why can't you do this on your
Normally
own?
I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
Good point. Yeah, I've got nothing better going on. Let's do
I don't
this.
sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Alright, so we need to get the droid to get into the Sith base to steal the codes, then steal the ship, and then get off planet. That sounds easy. Alright, so we're headed to the droid shop, which is, I think, on the other side of Terrace. And you know what? Up here on the right is the clinic, and I still have, I think I still have, the Rakghoul serum. And let's see. Can I give it to him? Do I
Welcome
get a
back.
reward?
Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course.
I actually can help you
You
with
have
that.
the serum? Impossible! How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there's enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
There you go.
Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the Rakghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs.
No, I'll happily take your reward. Yeah, and I won't be a jerk about
I
it.
appreciate
Thanks.
everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. I'm out.
Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
Alright, and I got some light side points, some credits. Not a lot of credits. I guess I could have held out for more. You know what? This is going to do it for this episode. I think we're about out of time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you next time.